Hey guys, it's Daniel with Eat, Move, Groove, and today I have another little short yoga sequence for you that's designed to just stir up a little bit of energy. Maybe it's winter and you work from home and your apartment, your home is a little chilly and you just need to get up and move and create some warmth. So that's what today's practice is all about. All you need is enough room to lay out a yoga mat, so go ahead and do that. Grab a sip of water and then we'll get started. All right, so we're going to start this yoga sequence standing, and we're going to take a wide stance. So go ahead and bring those feet a little bit farther apart than shoulder distance, and then we can splay those toes outward diagonally slightly. And we're just going to take some dynamic side lunges. So bending at one knee to the side, and then up and over, side to side. So you don't have to come down far. We're just getting the body moving, loosening up the lower body here. Right? As we lunge down to each side, the knees tracking out over the toes, right back in, out over the toes, and back in. Chest stays up nice and tall and proud, shoulders roll down the back body, and take some nice deep breaths. Good. One more time on each side, this way and that, and then we'll bring it back to center, and then we'll walk it right back into neutral. Toes facing forward, feet about shoulder width apart. Go ahead and take those arms down. Inhale to bring them up toward the sky, reach nice and high. And then we're going to bend the knees and send a hinge at the hips to send the hips back as we come into a chair pose. So your arms don't have to be way up here in chair pose. They can be down lower, right, at more of a diagonal. Shoulders are rolled down the back body so we don't crunch them up into the ears. And you can give yourself some space in between the palms of the hands. So go ahead and take them wide if you need to. Good. Imagining we have an invisible chair here and we're taking a seat. Belly button pulled in toward the spine. Good. Take another deep breath here. And exhale to come up, reach toward the sky. Good job. And exhale to bring the hands back down to the side. We're going to do that one more time. Okay? So, fingers down. Inhale to come up, reach toward the sky. Exhale to bend the knees, hinge at the hips and the glutes back into that invisible chair. Maybe sink a little bit lower this time. And hold for just a few seconds. Good, starting to feel that fire, hopefully, in the core and maybe the quads. Good, deep breath in. And exhale to come back up. Fingertips down to the sides. Nice job. Okay, we're gonna come down to the mat now. So let's just do it the same way that we went into chair. So fingertips down at the sides. Inhale to reach up toward the sky. And then we'll exhale, slice it right down the middle, bend the knees, forward fold. Good, fingertips come down toward the mat. Inhale to lift halfway. All right. Nice flat back position. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees. Fingertips are gonna come down to the ground. Let's step one foot back and drop the knee, and then the other. Good. Couple cat-cows in between, so go ahead, uncurl those toes. Inhale to drop the ribs, down toward the mat. Exhale to round the back up for cat. Inhale, drop. Good, fill the lungs, and then exhale, round the upper back toward the sky. Good, and then back down to neutral spine. We're gonna come into a plank this time. We're gonna hold it for about 10 seconds. So remember, you can do a regular plank by kicking the heels back and finding a nice straight line from the crown of the head all the way down to the heels. You can also do your plank on the knees, right? That's totally fine. Okay, so you choose. We'll start in tabletop position. We'll bring those hands slightly forward. Take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale to come up into plank and hold. 10 seconds. Deep breaths. Hands are directly underneath the shoulders. That's about halfway through. 3, 2, 1, and drop those knees down. Go ahead, take those knees as wide as the yoga mat, big toes in to touch and back, and then we'll sink into an extended child's pose. Reach those fingers forward, letting the chest drop down toward the ground. Maybe the forehead comes down to the ground, maybe it doesn't. Nice deep breath in here. And then exhale to come back up to tabletop. We're going to do that one more time. Last plank of the day, I promise. So, shake it out. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, extend back through the heels. And hold. Pressing away from the ground, away from our yoga mat. Sort of doming through the upper body. It's about halfway through. We've got 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and drop those knees down to the ground. Nice job. Okay, we're going to come into a sort of low lunge so we can prep for lizard, which is our last move of the day. So from tabletop position, we'll go ahead and step 1 foot up in between the hands. And then you might walk that back knee back a few inches here and take a deep breath and feel that stretch through the hip flexor on the back leg. Good. Remember, in lizard, you can keep the back knee on the ground, or you can curl the back toes under and extend through that heel. Either one is fine. For lizard, we're going to take our outer hand and bring it inside the foot, and then we'll walk that foot out toward the edge of our mat, and then those toes can turn out slightly to spill off the mat. So below us, we have hand, hand, foot in that order. Okay, again, you can walk that back knee back a couple more inches here to feel that opening on the front of the hip and the back leg. And you can either uncurl and flatten the top of the foot down to the ground, or you can curl those toes under, bring that back knee up, and extend through that back heel. And that's lizard. Okay. One more deep breath on this side, and then we'll go in for the other side, and then we'll be pretty much done. Good. On your next exhale, go ahead and lower that knee down and back. If you had it raised, we'll bring that foot back in between the hands in front. Inhale to look forward. And then exhale, we'll send that front foot back to join the other, and then we'll go ahead and switch sides. So opposite foot's going to come forward this time. Start here in your low lunge. You might walk that back knee back another inch or so and feel, again, that opening in the hip flexor on the back leg. And then we'll go ahead and take our outer hand, bring it inside the foot. We'll walk that foot out to the edge of our mat and then turn those toes out to spill off the mat. And then this might be where you work for your lizard. Okay, pressing away from the yoga mat. And if you want a little bit more, you can curl the back toes under and extend through that back heel. Just like we did when we did our plank. Nice straight line from the crown of the head all the way back out through that heel. Good. Belly button is still pulled in toward the spine here. Tailbone is tucked down back toward that back heel. One more deep breath in on this side. And then we'll exhale to let it all go. Drop the back knee. We'll walk the front foot back into center. Take one more deep breath here in our low lunge. Exhale to send that front foot back to tabletop position. And then we're just going to go ahead and swing those legs to the side and come into a nice, comfortable seat of your choice. Whew. So we should feel nice and warm now, but just in case we don't, there's one more thing we can do. Take those palms together and go ahead and create a little friction here by rubbing the hands. Good. A little bit faster. Rub, rub, rub. Creating some friction, creating some heat, creating some energy. And go ahead, take those hands, left hand to the heart, right hand to the stomach. Feel the warmth of your hands. You might close your eyes here as we take just a few more deep breaths to close out this little practice. Whew. Thank you so much for coming back to practice with me. This brings us to the end of our little yoga sequence. So go ahead, grab another sip of water, find a healthy snack, and I will see you next time.